For the accolades that Nina has deserves here. But I do want to tell you that she is a professor at the Department of Recreation, Parks, and Tourism at San Francisco State University, and has worked with, I have worked with Nina for, it feels like 10 years, since she first moved here. Yeah, I had Nina be the keynote speaker at a symposium that we held at the university. She works, she's the director of the Pacific Leadership Institute, which works with California State Parks and connects kids to the outdoors. She's an ardent advocate of diversity and inclusion in the outdoors. Ron said to me, wait, I know that, isn't she in the book? And I was like, oh yeah, Black and Brown Faces in America's Wild Places. Both Chelsea and Nina are in that book. So it is with tons of excitement that I bring to you the dynamism of Nina Robbins. Thank you, guys.
I gotta confirm with my camera over here. So I'm told I like to wander when I do these things. So I'm told I have to. Is this good? Like in this little space?
As long as you want me to see that. If you don't want me to see that, I can just move it over here.
Okay, all right. So I may step in and out. At any rate, so I want to add. Thank you for the introduction. I'm really excited to be here, and I want to just offer a little bit more in terms of my background because it might help sort of understand where I'm coming from with some of this eval. So. I've been at SF State for about 10 years, so I'm a professor. I wear that professor hat, but I don't really consider myself an academic, although I'm going to get academic on you this morning, so get ready. I spent 20 years in the field. I worked with the Student Conservation Association. I heard people know SCA. Right? I worked with SCA, and in fact, when I transitioned and left SCA, I was there for about 6 years. I transitioned to Colorado to work my PhD. At that point, I changed my position. I helped to manage urban and diversity, the programs, 5 urban regions. Oakland was one of those. When they had 2 staff there, if you know SCA. And when I was working my PhD, I did nothing but SCA research and evaluation. So I did want to mention that I worked for the National Park Service. I worked for smaller environmental-led programs. I also worked with Girls and Women Outdoors, a variety of programs in DC and Colorado. So I've been a guide in terms of taking groups and young people out, wilderness, backcountry, front country. I'm a rock climber. It's been a while. Love boating and flying kites on the beach, and an avid outdoor enthusiast. The most wildest outdoor adventure, I gotta throw this in though, you know, the factoids about people is, I actually went skydiving for my 40th. How many people went skydiving? Alright? I'm telling you. So at any rate, I got it. It's in my DNA, and so the eval piece, I'm really, again, to work with Kyle and Jill and the network and get to meet some of you folks. So one of the things that I do want to mention is that with my work, as a program, director and park manager, I've developed skills and expertise in evaluation. I consider myself a social scientist, but I will clarify in that I would say, and I've been told, I am not an expert in evaluation because there are people that's all they do for a living. There are associations that's what they do. So there may be questions you have or some things that I might trip over a little bit, because I might not know the answer. So there may be some things that you know more than me, so we'll learn together. So I want to mention that and really set that frame right out the gate. What I'd like to do is, if you would, I know several people here, but if you could, and we can just kind of roll through this, just give me your first name, your organization, and what city you're from. If we could do that within 2 to 3 minutes. That will, and if we were together 4 months, I might remember your names if I don't know yet, as far as the semester. So
Sebastian, work in New York for the Appalachian Mountain Club.
Perfect.
Jamie, Appalachian Mountain Club, Boston.
Andrew and
Krista,
Fred.
Washington.